The molecule known as MEH-PPV is used in making a special kind of solar cell called an organic photovoltaic. When a 10-gram sample of MEH-PPV is combusted, it produces 28.7 grams of carbon dioxide and 9.13 grams of water. What is the empirical formula of MEH-PPV? I got you. I just hope whatever this isn't already past due. So the first thing that we need to recognize is that this is a combustion reaction. So that means that MEH-PPV is definitely reacting with only oxygen, or O2. So we also definitely know that its formula is going to contain carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Also notice that we started with 10 grams of MEH-PPV and the product side ended up being about 30 grams. So all of that extra weight came only from the O2. So we know that all of the carbon and all of the hydrogen in the products came strictly from MEH-PPV, but at least some of the oxygen came from the O2. So let's remember our goal. We're trying to find the empirical formula, which is the atomic ratio of the elements expressed as the smallest whole numbers. So we need to find the moles of each element for the atomic ratios. But since we don't know how much oxygen we have, we're going to use the difference of the weight of MEH-PPV and how much carbon and hydrogen we have to find how much oxygen we have from MEH-PPV only. So since for carbon and hydrogen, the same amount will be in the products as was in the MEH-PPV, we can find that amount by finding the moles of carbon dioxide by dividing the mass given of carbon dioxide by the molar mass of carbon dioxide. So we have this many moles of carbon dioxide, and since it only has one carbon, we have the same number of moles of carbon. We'll save this number for later. And for the grams of carbon, the molar mass of carbon is about 12, so we have this many grams of carbon. We'll do the same process for hydrogen, but since we have 2 moles of hydrogen per mole of water, we'll double it. Okay, since we have the grams of carbon and hydrogen in MEH-PPV, we'll add them together and subtract them from the 10 grams of MEH-PPV that we had in total. So this difference in weight must be all of the oxygen that was in MEH-PPV. So we have this many grams of oxygen. So we divide by the molar mass of oxygen, which is about 16, and we get this many moles of oxygen. So now we have the atomic ratio. We know that compounds have to have a whole number of atoms, like you can't have a half an oxygen atom. So to make all these numbers integers, we're going to divide by the smallest number to make it 1. If we divide it by any of the other numbers, it would still be less than 1. And we know that the lowest number we can have is 1 because we don't see any obvious numbers to multiply here. And in this case, this already gets us to all whole numbers, which might not always be the case, but we have the empirical formula: carbon 9, hydrogen 14, and 1 oxygen, or O1, but you don't have to write the 1, of course. Let me know if there's any confusion or if it will help to walk through it live, because I'd be willing to set that up. ChatGPT prompt a little crazy, but I'm assuming this is somebody I know in real life because I do tutor. It's something I like doing, and I would be glad to bring it to my channel and stuff like that. I know finals are coming up, so I hope y'all are prepared, and good luck.